Hi legends, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to do some live streaming and we are going to analyze a lot of cryptos. Now we are about the bull run second run. So now we are going to figure this out together. So as you can see, okay. Just a moment, just need to reset this screen. No, please let me know in the comment if you actually see the coin market cap, because you should see coin market cap shown over here. Yeah, does it look like? So just a moment, I'm just fixing it from here. And properties, then okay, built-in, and then okay, it kind of froze. I don't know for which reason. Anyway, now let's just get started. So Bitcoin last 24 hours just 6% up, 7 days 9%. So basically did all the movement yesterday, as many others. Then Solana, my baby, 13% and 16% in the last week instead. So that's a movement. I want to start with Solana. Mamma mia, bellissimo. Okay, as you can see it, okay, now it's basically doing a technical, in technical analysis, this is called flat top breakout. So it touched over here 163 and 164, where it is now, and looks now it's kind of breaking. And now it's going to probably break. Now if I go and analyze it, I don't like that, okay, this is better. In here it also says that in the last month the previous level was 150, so if now it's making the flat top breakout again, it means that it's basically confirming the scenario of before. In here 155, 156, last week I was giving some of these numbers, and yeah, and now it's kind of exploding. So what can I expect from here? At least the retracement at 210, yes. I believe that at the moment it can go very easily. It's now going above this resistance support. So what I expect now is that at least it's going to go at a 200 level, let's say, and then 210, 215. But personally speaking, I imagine that it will sign, this will give a new all-time high, which is past the 260, 270. Maybe over there I will see some resistance. I don't think there is going to be much before that, to be honest. So I'm very, very excited because it's my major holding. So yes, let's do this. Now, since I want to analyze it with a little bit more grace, and I've been making a little bit more analysis on here, I will just put it on Binance as well. It's a much better type of charting, the way I see it. And now, okay, so now I just want to get the ideas with coin market cap, because the market cap, as you can see, it's some of the highest it has ever been, even if everybody was saying, oh my god, this is going to go to zero and this is unbelievable and not okay. So Bitcoin dominance, this one, it's the way I see it. The Bitcoin is this part, the blue. And the way you should see it, it's a little bit like seeing Bitcoin sort of an index, because everything moves when Bitcoin moves, and it's the main one. So at the moment it's still considered to be, if Bitcoin goes for it, then the other one goes for it, with exception. Usually the market cycle goes in this way. First, Bitcoin starts moving, and then all the other assets that are smaller till the meme coin world is going to move after. That's because when you see the Bitcoin moves, sympathy, momentum, many people will start stacking on smaller coins, smaller blockchains, let's call it properly, and then even lower, 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 and that is going to be basically the shit coins, the meme coins, the stuff that has got absolutely no value, but sometimes they go so high in the stars that then the company takes profit and to avoid even legal problems, they actually make a real project like Dogecoin, I guess. So yeah, it's a little bit funny. But anyway, like in here you can see a lot of stuff. But I really want to, I really didn't have time to check, so I really want to see all of these price points. Now let's go one by one. Now Ethereum, Tether, I'm not going to make the price point because the only way to make it would be to say I think it's going to go to 0, so I will open a short position on it, but that's not smart. Allora, so as you can see, okay, vabbè, this one is internet computer, by the way, which is, in the last streaming I was putting something like this level, but I was caring to retrace at 10. Doesn't look like it's doing it, but there's also to say that if it does not go way higher than 16, real damn quick, okay, like real damn quick. This it's basically a pattern of bull flag, so bull flag, kind of bull flag, and then it does basically a cup and handle pattern. So it goes up, then it retraces, then it goes back high, then it pulls back, and then it goes for it. But then in this case, then it just retraced, touched the previous level, it touched once, twice, thrice, at the fourth time it then was too much, there was too much resistance, did not want to go down, and did a movement higher, because if he does not want to go sideways, does not want to break down, where is he going to go, raga? He's going to go high. And now it's kind of it's like pulling back once again, so not ideal. And I really believe that maybe we'll still touch 10 even in a bull run. If it does, this one, I would stay away from my internet computer right now, because I wouldn't really know how to play it with a straight bias like the one of Solana. This one, it broke the highs of the last year, then it stayed high, it pulled back a little bit, touched the previous level, got bought back again, is forming a flat top breakout above the previous one. Where is he going to go? Come on. And but in here, it can be the head and shoulder. So if this part keeps going sideways without going to the stars right now, and breaks this level, because at this point this was actually the level. Okay, so I got it wrong. Allora, so actually this was the level. So if it breaks this, then you can expect bad for it. But now let's now this one is a super trading token, the Axel. This one is Axe Infinity token, so nothing special. Got launched, it did not get launched in 2024, so I don't know what to say. This one is not the right one, so I don't want this one. So close this tab, and now we go for Pro. Yeah. Okay, can I have a bit more of a chart? Oh no. No. Okay. Now I don't want Bitcoin, because we analyzed it already. No, we didn't analyze Bitcoin, King. So okay, now we are going on the daily. And if you analyze it on the weekly, we are basically above. This one was a bull trap as it formed, and everything above the 60,000 basically was. So this is definitely a level for it, and it touched 73. This one is a bull flag, and this one is a very cool bull flag, because it went and did basically say 1, 2, this one is the third one, so there is most likely going to be another spike, and it's probably going to go parabolic. So this one went from 25 till 44, so appreciated like 20k. Then from here it went from here 40 till 70, and that's 30. You can expect that the next one should do an extension for like 50k from here. So like 60 should go 110, 120. If it goes very, very parabolic, it could be a bit more. I personally have a price point in mind that is 188,700 since 2020, but not in that cycle specifically. So in this cycle, my personal price point is 188,700. Don't ask me, I can make a video for it if you really want. It's a complex explanation. But anyway, I'm not a financial advisor, don't take my word for granted, make your own research, don't invest, I need to say all of these things, otherwise I go in trouble, okay? So make your thing, I love what I do, sometimes I invest in these cryptos, sometimes I don't, depend. Anyway, I'm there to look. So, okay, this one is a very easy extension, so now we can expect that it goes back to 73 and then it shoots for the stars. Now, if I really want to make a comparison, like this pattern is a little bit more complex than say this one, and this would be first, second, this one would be the third, and then this one would be the fourth, just to explain. This one went from 20 till 40, and this one went from 30 till 60 something, so basically always doubling. So if this is, it could be also 150,000, the extension, if this is not an incremental raise, but it's double basically the candle of before, which in bull flags, in multiple bull flags, this can also happen, by the way. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I imagine that he will go to 72, 73. When he breaks this one, we see you sayonara straight around 5, at least a flirt of the 100, but probably is going to break it very fast, like very hard. So yeah, it's cool. And congratulations to everybody that bought this dip. In here, my margin account crashed in 1 year. Now I just still had a little bit, and now I'm going back by entered million Solana and Ethereum. So now we see Ethereum. Let's do this. How is it going? Is anybody commenting? Not yet. Ok, sure, no problem. Allora qua Ethereum. Okay, just look at the chart a moment. I really need to close the window. A bit more peace, ragazzi. So, vai. So we keep going with Ethereum. Now, Ethereum, it's a little bit of a different type of bull case because extended more than Bitcoin. So, gain value fell down to super little. By the way, in this dip, I made my ex-girlfriend buy Ethereum and I bought it just a little bit above her, around the 1000. And yeah, I mean, I still have it. I'm still glad that that move happened. And yeah, at least I bought this dip, by the way, just so you know. And okay, notification, option, allow, make the notification. Okay, va bene. Now, so this one was not a great move, but was an insanely big move. This part then retraced, went even higher than before, so it did a lot of sympathy momentum with Bitcoin itself. Now, Ethereum, it's a very used platform, so you can expect that there is going to be purchase, always more purchase, even just because of people having non-fungible tokens, people having running projects, and the more projects you run, the more you clearly need to have as a project some reserve. It's like saying you are opening a company in Switzerland and then you need to have a reserve in francs, so the value of franc is never going to go exactly to zero. Same for Ethereum, because it's needed to pay the gas fees for making the transaction work, so it's never going to go much lower than what it was before. You can just guess the parameters. With this said, and Solana 10x that, because it's way newer and way more powerful. So okay, the point is now it's as you can see it, graphically here. There was over here, there was kind of a resistance, and in here it kind of broke. In here it created a strong support. This one was a bear trap. Then it went high. Then it flirted back, it resisted over here, crashed back, flirted back here, crashed, and then fell down to zero. And then, ironically, the other level was $500 lower, essentially. So this 3000, it's a very important level for Ethereum. And ironically, with a friend of mine, I was discussing that for us, the real price of Ethereum was 3000. And it was like a 3.5, and then it was a 1.8. We were like, yeah, for us, the real price is this one. you know. And now it's back at exactly 3,000. So it's like give or take 30 cents. When it's going to break the 4K, it's almost blue sky, because the level of 4.8, it's probably not going to be respected too much, because when people will go past the 4K, they know that it's a matter of what, like 2-3 weeks maximum before it easily break the 4K, goes to 5. And personally, I think that during this run, I would be very upset if Ethereum does not hit 10K. I would be very upset. I have less than 10 Ethereum. I would be very upset if this does not happen. It's not a major holding of mine. And vabbè, okay. And now we are going to check out something else. So far, any question? Would somebody like me to explore some specific token, or good? Okay, I'll wait. 3, 2, 1. Live chat. So now I see all the messages. No, okay, I still don't see any message, but okay, that's fine. Now, Solana we explored. Ripple, I really don't like it, so I will not consider it. It can very well go to the stars. There can be like a lot of stuff. I just don't like it. Sorry. And Toncoin, this project, honestly, unfortunately, I didn't buy into it, but I really was curious and motivated to do that. Allora, Ton, we don't have it. Okay, so Toncoin, now it's pulling back on the daily, but probably there is nothing to worry too much. Now, okay, it's basically approaching the level of the 650. It's around 650 now. From this type of pattern, I don't know if this is a monster buy at this point, because also there is increased volume on the sales side. So yeah, you need to make sure. So let's make sure. Now it's pulling back to this level of the 650, which is kind of critical even in the month. And it's better not going too much down. Then we can see maybe at $6 it could be another level in which it could kind of pull back more, but I would check it every 10 minutes if I entered long on this position. Realistically, on the yearly chart, the dip at 5.7, 5.5, I think is going to be the level of the pullback. I don't think it's going to be much more, but around, let's say, I would buy it between 550 and 6, and stop loss like at 4.4, because past 4.4, anyway, you lost 25% of your portfolio value on Toncoin, but you didn't lose it all. And if it crashes, then we are going at the 3 level and so on and so forth. So I would be very conservative if it breaks the 4.6 from wherever you are buying. So to be honest, trying to buy the 5 at around 5 would be probably better, because in this way you allow yourself to drop just 10% of or 11% of your value and not 25. But if you want maybe to start buying at 6 and then start slowly adding a lot at 5 and then putting the stop, then you can do that too. Yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful project. This one, for who didn't see the previous streaming, it's a project that was created by the people that made Telegram, so quite good programmers, and they were running this project. Then they abandoned it and they made it kind of open source, if I'm not wrong, and then it got picked up, and the community saw the potential, and then they brought it really to the stars. As a matter of fact, so the price, as you can see, it's consistently appreciating. Now we are flirting with we are basically at all-time highs for this project. Then I wanted to buy it, was it 2022, was summer, it was around 1 and then went to 2. So in this place over here, I got intrigued. But then in this place I got intrigued, and then when it was going down here and start picking up, I was really tempted to buy it over here. Unfortunately I didn't. Yeah, I didn't have any more money, unfortunately. I maxed out, I already finished buying all my positions by here, so I need to wait, sorry, I can't produce them like I shouldn't say it, but like a government, okay? Allora, so okay, in here I can definitely expect from an extension from 2 till 7. Let's see also the market cap for this one. Market cap, we are at 22 billion. To be honest, if you put it in comparison with the other cryptos, at the moment we are pretty highest market cap, so there should need a little bit of bull run for Toncoin to get extra injection of cash. But mark my words, for me Toncoin can dethrone the BNB, Solana will dethrone BNB, but Toncoin can be more or less the same kind of value of BNB. So let's say that it does 4x on a 6. I think that during this bull run it's likely to hit like around $25 a token. So if you buy it around 6, that's like a 4x, 5x, let's say maximum. And then, to be honest, I would offload at least 70% of it and wait to buy it a bit lower. I would still believe in the project, I would just not believe in the price it reached at that moment in time, okay? I really believe it's a very big project. Vabbè, dai, let's have some fun with Dogecoin or Shiba, what do you say? Dai, let's go with Doge. Grandissimo Doge, little pullback. No, what's going on, mate? Allora. Okay. Now, Dogecoin. I bought some in this thinking it was like a sharp pullback, and then of course I didn't sell when it halved in price. So I kept it like in staking on Binance, but I bought like a stupid amount, like $100, $100, nothing at all. And yeah, so nothing. I just believe that maybe the mark of $1 today is going to be, on this cycle is going to be a bit much. But now we can see it's now breaking and broke, and now it went back and it's kind of going for this resistance, or this band of resistance, because it's so extended that you can see the price point to be stacked pretty well. So pretty not well, so they are not all in one single point, not at one single price point, but they are in a range because it was not so dense of trading activity, just 300 billion volume. So mamma mia, in here it went for the stars for here. I don't understand. I was accumulation of whales. This one was the accumulation of whales. The pullback, that means they did not sell, they just took some profits and that's it. And then it went to the stars when it went mainstream. Okay, good. Then it stayed below. Now it's breaking. So honestly, if I'm lucky, I can take off my money where I bought them, or yeah, something like this. If it breaks the 50 cents, it could go like to $2, no problem, but like random. And $2, it's pretty much like on this average, like 2-3x. To be honest, I don't think it should do it, and I don't think I would want to buy it in that case, because if it does a 3x, we are a 60 billion market cap for Dogecoin, and come on guys. Allora, on the daily chart, this, to look a little bit better this side, you see like quite a well ride. This one is a V shape, shoot higher than before, like the V shape does, and touched back the 22 cents, and then retraced like at half of the value and kept. If it does not go high a little bit quick, I can expect that the next level of pullback will be 10 cents or something. If it does it, it's just a sympathy momentum with since Elon Musk cannot really post of it too much more, otherwise he really goes to jail. Anyway, I really believe that it could go to 10 cents unless Bitcoin goes straight up, and in this case it's bull run. Now, other examinations, which one? Alright, Cardano. I'm pretty curious on Cardano. Do you have any favorite coin you want me to analyze? No, not yet. Then okay, vabbè, let's look at ADA, Cardano. Then ADA. Okay, wow, it's not looking good. This looks bad. This looks bad. I have some Cardano, not crazy amounts, but I have some, and to be honest, I started investing in it a little bit because I really thought it was a good project because it was making, and it started having some fundamental value because it was starting being used for cryptocurrency, for funding and schooling funding for kids in Africa. So I really thought that this would have been quite a substantial movement, because if these kids start having traction on crypto, because then they can study, of course they will start studying the crypto world and everything else. Some of them will be able to afford it, and it will start becoming a project with a real fundamental value as well, which then can be started there because of course there is no other kind of system, and then it could be the coin for studies, funding and everything else. I don't see why Solana could not do the same, or anybody other, or any other, but this one was just a very specific niche which caught my attention. Plus Cardano transactions are very quick, they are quite cheap, and this is the real fundamental value for a blockchain for me, because it needs to work. It's like saying, yeah, okay, I can just pay you in Twint or something, or I can pay you with a QR code with fiat currency, but then it's going to take 2 weeks to get the balance settled. Then it's a little bit useless if I want to just move the money right now, or even if I want to make a lot of transactions. I want to know that I'm going to get billed, and I want to know how much I have left. So, even... Yeah, and then, especially with cryptocurrencies, especially in the beginning, you're always scared that maybe put the address that is a little bit wrong. You are going to freak out. You are going to freak out. If it takes 24 hours for the money to arrive, it happened to me so many times. I was like, no, not to me. But yeah, then it worked eventually. But I'm still a bit freaking out on this. Anyway, the level to break at this point, the only level to break is the 80 cents. Now it needs to retrace back, break the 80 cents, and eventually maybe like the 50 cent, 60 cent is more likely. If it breaks the 80 cents, then it could go back to the stars. I don't think it will go back in this cycle, maybe at 3, but realistically a 2.5 it's possible. And for a time horizon for this, let's say this one is a daily from January till May. So let's say by the end of the year, I imagine that it's going to go maybe at $2.50, something like this. And if it's at $2.50, I would really consider taking all profits and be ready for the break of the $2, for the break of the $2 to go short. Okay, let's make some more. Like Shiba Inu, just because it's funny. Oh, Near, it's going up, nice. Okay, and Polygon, top 20 now at 70 cents. So disappointing. It's so useful. It's such a nice chain. Layer 2, but it's such a nice chain. And well, so Shiba Inu. Cute. I like it. This is nice. It's a nice chart. Okay, let me break this down. This is the next chart. Allora. So we can see over here that the level of 2070, let's say, was the minimum. In here also was a critical level, because when it broke here, went down. And when it broke here, did a flash crash, and many traders lost a lot, for sure. So, okay, so this is the level. If you want, this other one is the level. Now it's above both. It went basically picture perfect on the moving average, which means that people have been buying the dip, no question. And this one is a bull flag, which no, this one is a beautiful bull flag. It's not perfect, but it's very nice. It's very nice. And now let's figure this out. Let's say something like this, more or less. Okay, the part down I not even put it because it's basically the moving average. You can follow it too easily. Then, okay, in here there are the most touches. So this one is most likely to be considered the level. As you can see, this one is beautiful. I believe that it will touch down around, in the next couple of days, it will touch down at 2400. If it touched down at 2400, if I would really, I'm probably going to buy on it. Because the next extension over here, and that's the chart I enjoy. And then if it goes at 24, you can expect that it's basically obvious that it will go at least flirting on the 40. So it means that if this happens, or you could buy it even here or start buying a little bit over here, but for me it's going to pull back a bit. If this goes, it goes to at least 40,000. So you are basically doubling or making 60% profit on your coins. And if it breaks the downside, it's like you are not risking more than 20% of your money to make a 60% or a 3, 4, 5 times the amount of money. Now let's focus on this break, and then we can see what are the extensions after. This one is a beautiful chart. This one is cool. This one is nice. And if it breaks here, so let's say 35, 40, I don't think that people will care about it, but we are going to see it in the biggest chart, the biggest extension that can be. Let's see if this was a value. No, okay, so, okay, it's probably going to go to 45. Forget everything I said. It's probably going to go to, you are basically going to double the money, buying it over here. If it goes by the end of the bull flag, you already doubled essentially. So this can be also a very nice margin trade, but be careful that there's not going to be a flash crash or something, because that's going to wipe you out. Or don't enter with a full position and then go for some Bitcoin or something else to average down the problem, because it's not going to move as fast and as hard. But then the next level is an 88, so this one is 4 times the money. This one is an easy 4 times the money. Buying it over here, and it's also the best moment probably to buy it, because when it's shot over here, see, there's I'm not sure I would have been able to forecast it unless there were some news. I don't remember. Maybe there was something about the Shibari, I don't remember what. But if it breaks here, this one, it's a blue sky. So it's a shit coin, whatever you want. But so far it's with Bitcoin and Solana, they are the two charts that this is another chart that I really consider it's worth it, to be honest. Ethereum as well, whatever, but to be honest, I'm really liking this chart a lot, because I'm quite a perfectionist, and this one is kind of picture perfect, this formation, and yeah, there is no way that you can see it in any different manner, you know. It's like it's very beautiful. Okay, now we are going to the next one. We can see, shall give a stab to Polkadot. with a market cap of just 10 billion, this one should be way more. Raga, this one should go at least to the 40-50 billion, to be honest, and 40-50 billion, at least at 35 bucks, just by market cap. This one should be like at least 30, this one should be like 4 or 5 times the price that it has now. So should be like between 25 and 40, let's say, the real price of Polkadot for compared to the others one now. I don't know why it's so down, because it's such a good project. Anyway, let's check it out. I'm here for this. Okay. Oh, what's going on, mate? Okay, well, so let's analyze it, but yeah. So 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, let's make 30 bucks, the price that I shot for. 30 francs would have been quite a critical level, because it's support during this run, resistance when it crashes, resistance when it tries to break, then it does not care any longer and goes back high, and traps the bulls that enters for the all-time high, and drags them to hell. So 30 francs would be a the real level would be a 29, 28, 29. Raga, what else should I say? So around 30 bucks, this one should be the level. Now, can it reach it from here? Now let's see. In here it went from 5 till 50, did a 10x on this extension. In here from 10 to 50, did a 5x, even if it's basically the same, but since it did not go completely back, that's a 10x, and this one is a 5x. Now, that it does a 4-5x and it goes at least back to 30, even if it's not surfing in beautiful water, I think it's going to happen. And I think that not that much for the chart, but because for the chart I can see over here that this one is a golden cross essentially, but this one in the smallest time frame it would be a death cross. I don't buy on this one. It's more for me seeing this one, the 200 moving averages and the 100, or the 25 and the 100 that are crossing, creating the support and gently lifting it up to the stars. So let's go. And I believe that it should break at least 11, 12. Let's make it between 11 and 13. If it goes past the 11, 13 range, then it's very likely that it is going to at least 3x. It's probably going to be a little bit of a safer kind of run. Another part that let me think about it is that it's not chance that Polkadot started existing now. It existed way before, but especially exchanges and everybody else, they have the charts that are limited by when they start making the listing. Usually they don't have the retroactive. Even Bitcoin has had a decade more before it was here on Binance, or not a decade, but at least like almost a decade, and that one cannot be seen in that chart specifically. You need to go and look it somewhere else, like the block, I don't know, something like that. So anyway, like if this breaks, and I think it could break, and is this dead cross though? That's a dead cross though. I got that wrong, because this one is, no, the 99 and this one is the 20. No, it's a golden cross. It's a golden cross. Oh, sorry. This one, yeah, it's a golden cross. So I believe that $30 is a very fair price point. If it reaches 30, 25, above 25, I would offload half, to be honest, and be happy with the profit. And then if it goes to $100 a token, every $5 take 5%, thank you very much, and get ready to enjoy a nice Christmas, okay? But then you need to declare the taxes, because it's going to be a lot. And well, anyway, like, so, okay, Polkadot 50-50, not a stunning chart, I see upside anyway. And I believe that it's a super solid platform, even talking with crypto experts, like for real, not like rookies like me, but like actually people that are launching, that are working in crypto startups and everything else. The one I always try to apply, but I didn't get hired yet. They do exactly, they keep saying the Polkadot is the best. Well, let's see what's going on with Matic, maledizione. What's going on, my friend? I own so many of you. Allora. Is it still Matic? Because they are going to make it Pol for Polygon soon. Mamma mia, my friend. I really believe that your real price was $1. Dio Cristo. And now you drop from there. Che cagnata. Okay, I think that Polygon honestly is going to go in very bad water. And if it does not go back during this run, it could end up like Cardano and get forgotten. Even if it's super valid as a project until something else happens. I don't know if anything is going to happen. So I don't know, because it's already a beautiful project and it's already used a lot for gaming, for everything else. So the way that essentially it works, layer 1 solution, explain quickly, holds all the transaction and registers everything on that blockchain, where instead basically Matic, Polygon and the other layer 2 solutions, they take the Ethereum, they wrap it into another blockchain which is built on Ethereum, which is Polygon, and from Polygon, keeping that Ethereum frozen, so that transaction is frozen, then can be unwrapped by unwrapping basically the Matic into back the layer 1. Has got all the infrastructure that is made for making much quicker and much cheaper transactions. So basically it's like you are making transactions of stuff that exists on Ethereum, including NFTs, but then you wrap them and you are using them in the layer 2 solution, which is, well, of course it's a little bit less secure and everything else, but then can be converted back to Ethereum, so you can do a lot of transactions for a lot cheaper. So if you want to spend, say, $10 for one transaction in Ethereum and 1 cent for a transaction on Polygon, yes, it's true that you need to do two transactions in Ethereum to bring it to Polygon and to bring it back to Ethereum. But then you can make 100, 200, 500 transactions on Matic, on Polygon, and then pay only $1 in total. So instead of paying thousands of dollars, you will just end up paying that 10 plus 10 plus 1 cent per 100 transactions makes it another $1. So you're spending $21 instead of spending 1,000 or more, you know. Allora. So, vabbè, okay, anyway, I see it, I would not consider, if you want to buy it for the very long haul, then yes, because probably with Ethereum going back high is going to push back high. But this chart is not looking good. I'm sorry, like I'm investing in it, but I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on in here. Past 124, there is the full resistance support, the main one that it encounters. So if by any chance it does an 100x up over here, by here was just, let's look at another chart, guys. And dai, Uniswap $7, raga, go for it, my friend. And then Edera 11 cents, I bought it at 4, 5. Okay, Kronos. Okay, so well, okay, maybe I'm a bit richer than what I think. And Pepe, I did a trade that was super stupid, but Uniswap now, Uni. Alright, so now incredible movement for Uniswap. Uniswap said very quickly it's a decentralized exchange. So using with the smart contracts that enabled the full situation by Vitalik Buterin that came up with that with Ethereum, smart contracts are self-executing contracts which remove the middleman, which also means that you can create exchanges for which if you have this balance and you want to change it for the market price of this other token, you can do it without having a broker that makes the transaction, executes it, and takes commission. But you can just do it with a smart contract that pays the gas fees to that middleman in the blockchain, and just makes the transaction happen because it registers it in the blockchain, therefore it's valid. So this one is a beautiful project, and they also launched their own blockchain in the end, which is the Uni, and it's pretty cool. I think it's a very valid project, so I'm very happy about it. Honestly, with a move like this, usually this means that the project died, because when the bull flag goes below the 50% and below the previous one, you usually don't expect wonders, okay? So it's possible that it will go to like 16 or something, as well as it's very possible that it will touch 4 back again. Now it's doing the golden cross once again, so we'll see. But if it goes high, I imagine it will go past the 45 even, and it will go maybe to like 80, 90. And it's a very big project, and the value, and it's one of the most used decentralized exchanges to change like coins that are not in the major exchanges yet, and you can easily live with the Uniswap instead of having like Binance, for example. So I think it's super valid. 4 billion market cap, put an extra 0 to it. So 7, realistically 78 is not a too crazy price for a company like this. Not at all. Not at all. Allora. Immutable X, just number 30. It's a beautiful project, Immutable X. It's beautiful for NFTs, it's beautiful. Anyway, and yeah, to be honest, I think that this one will break the all-time highs. Now, I would be careful. Maybe I would try to buy it a little bit lower, because yes, it's resisting, but this technical analysis is basically that it went super high, then it went back to basic. That means that people pulled out all the money. If you went maybe to here, to 9, I would still be okay. But 7, honestly, it really scares me to buy it long. So eventually, if you see that it's breaking the 6 something, you could put a trade from 6 till 4, and then with that profit buy for the long term on Uniswap. So basically you have it for free. You just didn't get gains, but you get real coins. So you can consider this as well. Now, just I have one more that I can do, and then I need to close the streaming. Let's make like 2 more. Let's make Pepe, because I saw the chart like in the last couple of days and it looks nice, and Hedera. So now oh my god, my friend, I didn't know that of this one. Now, but yeah, now I put it daily because it's better this way. Okay, so this one is a little bit la Shiba, to be honest, but this one is going way more arrogant high. It's going way more arrogantly high. And now it's basically at all-time high. Just pulled back from the all-time highs. You don't know where this can go, because this is a meme and this can go very nut. To be honest, if you can still buy it maybe on a pullback 900, if it does it, I would consider buying not much money, but this can very easily 10x like stupid. And okay, and this one is just 4 billion market cap. To be honest, I think it can maybe 4x, 5x from here, and it would be already unreasonable, because it's really, there is not that much fundamental value in it. It's just Pepe, because Pepe was considered like the main character to represent the NFT world, especially the beginners of it, like me and some others, like a couple of friends of mine. So yeah, doesn't have fundamental value, but the chart screams for money in your pocket. So it's risky, it's very gambly. This one is quite a gamble. You just need to close your eyes and say, do I believe in this or not? Do I believe that this is going to at least 3-5x, and then I will pull half of the money out at least? or it's not going to do it. I don't feel like risking. If you buy this one, to be honest, just listen to me. I would buy it on the spot wallet, because if it does a little flash crash like this and loses 50% of its value in 2 days, it's going to go faster than you can pull them out. Because when it drops 20%, you will kind of freak out and say, no, it's too much, and then you will not take it, and then next thing you know, crashes your account. So, to be honest, I would buy it at a price maybe a bit lower than this one, if available, and I would just keep it in the spot wallet with the prices point where you want to actually sell it. So, in this case, let's put it like this. So, this one. Bam, all-time highs, pull back, and now it's pulling back. Let's say, realistically, maybe you can buy it at 936, so 940, let's say. You can buy it at 940. If you can, it's a monster buy for the moment in which we are at, because this was the monster buy, by the way, half of the price I just said. But if it shoots from here as extension, let me see. Allora, Fibonacci, speed, Fibonacci, extension, raga, where is it? No, seriously? Ah, trend based Fibonacci extension. Oh, va bene. So it says, look, Fibonacci. Oh, raga, check this out. So this one takes from the bottom here to the peak to the pullback and tells you where you should shoot next. So the first level that it should have touched, cazzo look, this one it's 78610. Over here, 1164, and in here did 1164. So okay, I draw them perfectly. So now you can expect the next level leg up will go at 1368, and you can also expect that the following one is 1955, so more than doubling your money, and 2906 and not 30, as I was mentioning. It's most likely going to be the moment in which then it has to rest for real. So mark these numbers, take a screenshot, because I really believe that I drew them quite perfectly. And the next level, the level it's 29 for me. So now it's at 1, goes at 3. This one is a very easy 3x. This one is super easy 3x. So if you want to buy it, you can buy it at the 1000 mark. Ooh, sorry if it's too loud. Yeah, you can buy it probably around the 1000 mark. So like 30-40 points lower is going to touch it, and that's another extension, retracement, not extension in this case. But then it's going to go. This one I need to keep it. So sorry, Dot, I don't want it anymore. But Pepe is a nice trade. This render, okay, ma we said the last one is going to be on Hedera, so H-bar ovviamente. So let's go. H-bar. This one I bought a decent quantity and I've been staking it since then on, I think, on Binance. So yeah, but yeah, this one, it's a company that basically the bakers uses a lot of different systems, which I really like. For example, the transactions fees, so the gas fees, are not paid in cryptos, but they are paid in the value of the crypto at market value. It's like 0.1 cent per transaction in dollars, but you pay it in crypto, equaling the value of the fiat currency. So this to you might seem like it's useless, but if you are a big company and you need to make 10,000 transactions, 1 million transactions every day, because you need to move the files, you need to sign the documents and everything else, you don't care about crypto because you are like, yes, but I cannot understand how much it's going to cost me. So you can just say, yeah, I bought in advance this amount of tokens for this price, and I will be able to make between this and this amount of transactions. It's not good enough for you. You want to say, okay, since all my records are in dollars, I want to get a payout in dollars. So I want to know how much it's going to cost me in dollars. I don't want to think that maybe it cost me 1 cent, maybe it cost me 50 cents. And when it costs me 50 cents, it's too much per transaction. It's not convenient, and then I need to switch back to the other system, and then I'm screwed. You want to know this is going to be reliable. Backers are Microsoft, Google, and some others. Just so you know. So it's a company that seen all of these kind of upsides, plus many others. I did a video in my previous YouTube channel. I wanted to buy on it. And so H bar, where did I buy it? Was it 2020? No, it was 2021. It was not a 1 cent. It was like around here, I think. It's like, no, 277. No, raga, ma no, that's wrong. It's H bar, not against Bitcoin. It's H bar against USDT. There we go. Okay. So I bought it, was like around a year. I bought it. So I bought it here, then yeah, it flexed back, and then I didn't feel like buying it in here. I just bought all at once over here. It appreciated, it fell, and then it never went back below the level I bought it, pretty much. And now it's going. This one is shooting. This one is really shooting. So okay, I don't know what happened in here. Let's go check it out a little bit in smaller, in more detailed kind of scale. But this was the price, like 21 cent. It's an important price. That would be like a 4x on the money that I invested, which is yeah, just 1,000 francs, I think. So 20, okay, and then it's going to go to 27, and then we are seeing at 40, and then we are seeing past the 50 for the stars. Now, realistically, without losing too much focus, we are a 4 billion market cap, so that makes it at least a 10x from the 11 cent, makes it worth $1 something. Now, dollar something market cap wise, this would be a realistic price. Now, this would be double of the previous bull run, essentially, which in sympathy momentum with the double of the all-time high of Bitcoin. I think it's possible. I think that it's possible that it will go to like $1. And let's not think too much about it, because this would also mean that my 1,000 becomes 20,000 if I'm right on this in this forecast. But it wouldn't be the first time, so I don't care. Let's do it. So it's here, and now it's shooting. So it went high, rested around this level, fell back, crashed back, tried to flirt high. Is just saying that at the moment there is a lot of uncertainty because it's not thickly traded. Just 550 million transactions, so like 1 billion transactions at like 10 cents. It's not much. It's $1 billion that are moving within this blockchain every day in trades, buys and sells. It's not so much. It's very much for the market price at the moment, but if you consider, I think that $1 in this one is easy. It's simple as that. Then in here it's kind of shooting high. You see it. Because now it rested, did not want to go high, went high way too fast in here. Now we will check out, because I'm curious about this candle, because this can be a problem or this can be cool. And that was the highest volume it has ever gotten. And from here, went high, and now it's about to shoot. This one is not a question for me. This one is shooting. This one is like a V shape, is shooting, past here. For me, before it starts stopping, we are at 26 cents. 25 cents before it stops. For me, it goes straight up, this one. Just to make sure what happened. So everything happened in one day. So, bam, exploded, and then there was a lot more on the sales side. This beautiful candle was mainly a sales side candle, which is not amazing, but then went back, false bear trap, and then it rested, stay high. Raga, let's enjoy H bar. Let's enjoy the H bar, because for me soon is going to shoot, like very soon. Like in here it's consolidating, showing a bit less volume, but it's resisting. I think it's beautiful. I think the past 12 cent we are going to have a lot of fun. Okay, so let's see if there is some question. Nothing yet. Okay, so thank you very much, legends, for watching. Stay tuned. I'm trying to make this live streaming like a weekly or more, so stay tuned. Okay, have a good one.